All right, in this part of the logic unit, we're going to be taking a closer look at De Morgan's laws in particular. These ones come up quite often, actually. So we're going to write the negations of the statements using De Morgan's laws. And I'm going to do it in symbols and then also in words. Ultimately, we want these in words. So what you notice here is that we have an and statement. Okay, so looking at De Morgan's laws, this is the one that starts as an and statement. And then if we want to find the negation, okay, so what we want is not P or not Q. That's what it's going to mean to negate the whole thing. So in our case, P is about I will go to the restaurant. So this would say I won't go to the restaurant. Remember, the and changes to an or, and then I won't go to the movie. Okay. All right, so that's how we would write that one. I won't go to the restaurant, or I won't go to the movie. Erase what I've got there. All right, so the next one, we have an or, and we're going to, again, negate it. So we're going to negate each piece, okay? A piece meaning, again, I will study for this test. We're going to negate that. So I won't study for the test. When we negate the word or, remember that it becomes an and. And then the negation of I will fail would be I won't fail. Oop. Pretend that looks like a T there. Let's see here. And I won't fail. There we go. All right. Okay, so next up, she won't try and he will succeed. Okay, she won't try and he will succeed. So we're going to negate this entire thing. So again, the first part is the negation of she won't try, she will not try, would be she will try. When we negate an and, it turns into an or. And then when we negate he will succeed, it will be he won't succeed. All right, and the last two, these we're just going to do symbolically, okay? We're going to negate what we have there in front of us. So I want to find the negation of this original statement, which is not P or Q and not P. Okay, so what this is going to do, again, we're going to look at this negation here, and it's going to affect three things. Okay, it's going to impact three things. This red negation is going to impact the not P, that's part one. Okay, it's going to impact the or, and then part three, it's going to impact this entire set of parentheses. So when we write that out, the negation of not P would be P. The or is going to change to an and then we want the negation of everything in the parentheses. Okay, now what we can do is we can then apply the negation to this set of parentheses as well. Right, so I'm going to leave the first part, that's going to be a P and then sort of again, think of it as distributing. Again, mathematicians rolling over in their graves somewhere, but that's all right. We'll never know. So that would be an and I'm going to go ahead and keep this in parentheses so we know that this is grouped together, not Q, or, and then negation of negation P. Okay, so kind of like a negative, negative makes a positive, that would be a P. All right, and that's where that one stops. Oop, that should be an equivalent sign, not an equal sign, my mistake. All right. Last one, and again, this is going to be similar to what we just did. So we want to take this original statement and we want to negate the entire thing. not P or and Q or R. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the negation, this one here, to the three different parts of the statement. So here's part one, there's part two, there's part three. So first thing, apply the negation. So we've got the negation of, sorry, that should be a not P and Q. The and changes to an or, and then we apply the not, the negation, to the R. And now we're going to again apply, sorry, thought that was the highlighter. We're going to apply this negation to the things in parentheses. And so we're going to end up with, goodness gracious, we're going to end up with the equivalent of, so not P is P, and changes to an or, not Q. We'll leave that in parentheses to make sure we know it stays together, or not R. And that's how you can use De Morgan's laws, both in terms of words and symbols.